Wow! Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to South Pole Bebop Closed Beta International Tournament. Thank you very much for joining us today. We will be the commentators for the tournament. And my name is Heian, CEO of Sentience.
My name is Hippolyte. I'm software engineer at Sentience.
So, since the first week of August, there have been preliminary rounds for the South Pole Bebop Closed Beta Tournament. And there were 14 participants from 8 different universities and 6 different countries. And today marks the exciting final match of the 1 month tournament. So, who will be the winner and win the 1 million Korean won prize? Do you have any guess?
I think it's up for the grab for anyone.
Okay. So, for those of you who are not familiar with our game, let us introduce our game, Southpaw Bebop. Ippolit, could you explain our game?
Yes, it's a turn-based game where you are facing another player and the environment, which are zombies. The setting is on a 9x9 board, and each player will select 3 characters and a deck of cards, which they will use to empower their characters or their base. The goal is simple: you need to destroy the opponent's base or kill all its characters. The zombies will attack both players, and you will need to defend your base against the zombies and the opponent while trying to destroy the other.
Yeah, so that's right. And if you enjoy the games like chess, Go, Final Fantasy Tactics, or XCOM, this game will be likely become your favorite. So for today's final match, let's introduce the 2 most strategic players, Sick Song Please and Nabog. I've been watching the preliminary rounds for both players, and they both are very strong. What's interesting is that they both have different strategies during the preliminary rounds, so I wonder whose strategy works better. And of course, there's no one strategy that works the best. And Silk Song is from GIST, Gwangju Institute of Science and Technology, and Nabok is from KAIST, Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. So they both come from Gwangju and Daejeon to Seoul to participate this final match.
So for today, there will be ideally 3 games. The first player to win 2 games will be the final winner. Now, in case there is a draw, we will continue to play until the player has won 2 games. So now we're waiting for the game to be prepared.
So are you ready? Let's go. So Six Song Please will be on the first move, and the Nabuk will be the second move.
Now we have the point of view of Silk Song Please, which is the green player for this game.
And Six Song Please just placed its first character, Mahana. It's melee character, right?
Yes, exactly. It's placing it there because you can you know where the zombies are going to move. Now you have to play a little bit to understand how they move, but it's not random at all. It completely depends on the state of the board. So here is placing it in front of the zombie, which is Snurgle, and this will make the Snurgle not move and try to attack this another spot. we notice that both players have the same characters selected. And they seem to be placing them at similar positions. Except on the other side of the board. This isn't surprising because this is, for this type of character selection, this is a good placement that allows you to control how the zombie will move. Now, in the future game, you will notice that the center position and the zombies and the mountains will be randomized, so depending on where they spawn, you might want to position your characters differently.
Yeah, so both Silksong and Nabu place their characters on the very similar same position.
And now we see
yeah.
a difference from Nabok. And I think it's an interesting difference because if you consider how the Spitter, which is the two-legged zombie, move, he knows that it's not going to matter to put his cow, which is the lean, tall penguin. It doesn't matter if you place it right next to it; it's going to do the same action. So it's an interesting choice to put it there. It's a good position for defending your buildings. And by the way, to make things clear, this building, and this building are the main targets that the both players are going to destroy, and the other building is less important. It's an auxiliary building where you can buy some other advantages for your team.
Yeah.
So it can be destroyed and you're still in the game. It's the main building that you must absolutely defend. Now both players do the same move again. They're trying to get experience. As you can see on the top of the screen, when you get experience, you level up. When you level up, you get cores. And with cores, you'll be able to buy upgrade cards.
Yeah, so they both level up to level 2. And the reason why Nabok has only one core is that it's on the second moon. Oh, sorry.
No, the reason is that he bought an upgrade.
Unupgraded.
Yes. I didn't pay attention. I don't know which one it is, but there is an upgrade on its building. Which should be the building upgrade, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry about the sound. It was muted previously. So the main reason why our game has a name named as Bebop is that our background music is jazz. So you can hear our background music right now. Let's see, okay. Nabu moved its Kawao.
As you noticed, most characters attack are also pushing characters and zombies on the map. So one strategy is to push zombies to target different things, such as not targeting you or targeting your opponents. Here is getting the zombie closer to placing some space, which is going to force him to deal with it one way or another.
Silksong Place just upgraded its building with a brooding card.
This brooding card effect is that when zombies collide against other things on the map, it will spawn an extra small zombie that is brooding. And those zombies are pretty weak, but they fill up the board quickly and allow for more collisions to happen. Collision deal damage, and the more collision you do, the more powerful they are, so that's the meaning behind this strategy. Now one has spawned from Nabo, which is in a very good position to box in the cowl. For 6 turns, the zombie move. First they do their attack and then they're going to move. Now we notice that the green Mahana has blocked the zombie spawning, which gives the XP and can be a good move depending on where the zombie was going to be. Here it's quite good because it was spawning towards the side that would block, so that's some place to move towards the right base. And if we look on the other side where Nabog is a bit blocked by the hitter that has spawned in front of him. Now Seisung is a bit stuck with his cowl that is behind the broodling. He's going to try to hide in the corner with the spitter. That's probably a good idea. Maybe something else.
Yeah.
There is no real emergency to do this now because he's behind the broodling, so he's relatively safe. But it's also something that he can do without committing too much, so as a first player it can be interesting to delay a little bit your main action so that the other player can waste his characters doing things that will not counter you directly. Say if he had moved his Mahana forward, maybe Nabog could have responded more quickly.
That was good.
That's really chipping at Mahana's HP, but with the spitter behind it, it's not pushing it back, which is the main trait you have when you have melee, that you can never reach melee range. So in that case, I think he doesn't add this in mind, but it's really a trade-off.
So for each turn, each player has 60 seconds limit.
Which may look like a long time when you're looking at it, but when you're playing it,
Yeah, it's very short.
It doesn't feel enough. Now Silsong is attacking the ice keep, which is the second type of building. Killing it is not progressing you toward winning the game, but it can give you a lot of experience and prevent your opponent from buying upgrades there. So since the building is relatively vulnerable, it can be a good thing to attack it, especially now that it also puts him in a position where he can't really take damage. Now, Nabog's turn. How is he going to move? I think he needs to clear the way so that he can advance, or play a more defensive strategy and focus on eliminating Silsong's Mahana.
Okay, now Nabog is taking the advantage of Silsong's broodlings.
Yes, and with that, it's starting to look like Nabog has the advantage. His characters are positioned in a way that can quickly shift from offense to defense. Silsong's characters are a bit spread out, but it is definitely not over. Still do a lot of things, but Nabog is positioned in a way that it's not easy to land a collision, which is the strategy. So he's going to, looks like he's trying to fill up his collision counter, which is really low now, only one. It's not very good at this stage of the game. He's trying to get some collision in, or maybe next round, taking advantage of it, but you have to keep in mind that they're going down each round. The more you have, the quicker they're going down. You can see on the right chain, you can see that Nabug is going to lose 2 collisions points on the next round, which is at the end of this turn. Now you can move your characters once every round. So all you can do now is move Mahana. And Mahana can only move 2 tiles without upgrades. Although he has the money to buy upgrades, but pushing this zombie to water is probably the best move to do in this situation. And also buying the second upgrade on its building. This upgrade is helping conserve the crash chain, so it synergizes really well with collision-based strategy. One more zombie spawn block. You know, there is a downside to blocking zombie spawns. While it gives you XP, you take damage for it, and it makes the zombie a little angry. Now the zombie aggro gauge is equal for both players, so it's not really an issue, but it could turn out to be an issue in different games where one player kills a lot of zombies and the zombies are really targeting, especially since the zombie gets stronger as they survive. So as the game goes on, they can start to really be a real threat. Now Silsong has a good zombie position in this setting because they are clumped together.
Yes.
And next to Nabug's Mahana. So there is
hopefully
possibility of doing some things.
Yeah.
You know, getting some collisions, spawning some broodlings.
There's more collision here.
He is a little on the back foot, but not too much.
Now it's Nabok's turn. So we are now looking at the Nabok's
Point of view.
Yes.
The first turn of each round is always the most complicated because you have more options. In that case, looks like he wants to keep
Yeah, so you have to
Maka.
be careful not to be next to the buildings.
The damage can stack quickly if you don't pay attention, and it's taking 2 damages to Maka and 2 damages to the building as well, which have already taken damage. Now it looks like both players are using the same strategy of stacking as many collisions as possible. That is expected with the deck they've taken. And with this strategy, you can really turn the game quickly. So although Silsong has a little less HP, it's far from being over, and if Nabug makes a mistake, it could lose the character very, very quickly. Really going to start showing next round because they both have the save combo ability, which allows them to save their crush chain a little bit each round. So next round they're going to start having a lot of crush chain points, which is going to give them a lot of collision damage.
Oh, so the example is just used pension card.
It feels late to use a pension card at this stage of the game. The pension card is going to give you more cores if your building can survive for a certain amount of time. But is it going to be enough to turn the game? I'm not sure. Maybe. Yes, he has a plan. Pierce of Prey,
Pierce.
which will get KO to go through one opponent, and it pushed the spitters towards attacking the other KO. This is a 3 spitter, so it's going to be very damaging for Silson.
Silk song, please. Expression is very good. His face expressions.
He doesn't look too pleased with how it's going. But he managed to destroy the ice skip.
Yes.
Nabok, which gave him a lot of experience, a lot of cores, which he may use to regain some ground. The brooding position is really interesting on this place. It is not good for Silson. Once again he's boxed in this corner, which isn't too bad because at least protecting him a little, but this stage is probably not what he wants. Nabok has no reason to be nervous at this stage of the game, especially since Silson is not going to be able to move both Kao and Maka away from collision danger. So with the crash chain bonus, there is danger. Now potentially there is a way to heal yourself, so maybe he's going to do that after making his move. Timer is also running out. He's not going to do that. We have 5 core left, so maybe he should be thinking about it, but what is Nabok going to do? I think there is possibility to deal some damage to Maka, although there is a boomer next to it. And boomer...
Do you want to have a look?
Let's see what he's thinking of.
Oh, so he's pushing the boomer.
Boomer has a special
Next to-
characteristic that is not stopping when it's being pushed, so it's going to slide until it meets something. And you see it again on Silkson's point of view. I don't think Silkson thought about it when he made his move, so... And now the boomer is also going to explode when he's going to do his attack, and it might once again damage Silkson, and that's going to be very dangerous.
One is boomer.
Reviewing his options through the upgrades cards he can use, using the range of movement. He wants to deal damage to the opponent's Maka.
Yeah, maybe there's not much way to eliminate boomer from the buildings or Kawao.
Could have used Maka to attack the building, which would have pushed Boomer away. And considering ranged units deal less damages to building,
Oh, that is harsh.
that is harsh. And now Silson's building has only 1 HP.
Okay.
Nabok is using the heal. This is looking very dire
Yes.
for Silson. But consolation is that Nabok is not going to be able to finish the job
Not
on
yet.
this round, because only Kao can move, and it doesn't look like there is an angle unless Silson makes a mistake. He uses the heal on the building, which gives him some more chance to survive. Now he's going to be on the offensive. This Maka is really starting to hurt. So far it's been the main damage dealer of Nabok, so if it dies, which is probably going to happen on the next turn of Silsong, that could be a really good thing for Silsong. Now, from Nadlock's point of view, he's stuck with his cowl. He has a charge of Pierce, which could use to, but not to do much.
Oh,
going to
teleporting to.
And that's going to give him the win. That's a really good move.
That was nice one.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
there you go.
Bebop.
Bebop takes a 1-0.
So, what do you think about the previous game?
I think we really saw that Mabog had a great understanding of what we're doing in the moment, and its final move was very good to remember the teleport ability and notice that he had enough collision damage to kill the building. I think really showed some really quick thinking.
Yeah, and he has the. Okay, so there was a comment from our organizer.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll try to follow what he said.
Okay, yeah. You know, it's been busy to like talking and then trying to understand what's going on, changing the screens, marking the screen. And then you have to continue thinking about the next comments.
It's harder than it looks.
Yes. Yeah, but I think they both have a really deep understanding about the game. And at first, they look like they have a very similar strategy. Like, even the position at the beginning was very much similar.
Yes, but the execution was better on Nebuk's side with a similar strategy. And what I think it comes down to is how you position your characters, and regarding also how your opponent is positioned. Because if you position yourself next to something where you can collide with while your opponent is using this strategy of maximizing collisions, as you saw, it can get ugly. And there is also something to be said about being more defensive and clearing the board, removing the zombies, making sure you don't have zombies next to your base.
When you especially have a Brooklyn cards, like it is easier for not only to you but also the opponent to use the advantage of the Brooklyn's.
Yes. Yes, that's also the risk of you both having this strategy. There is a lot more things you can get attacked by, so you really need to keep thinking, and there's a lot of possibilities to think about, so it's not easy. And time ticks fast. It ticks faster when you play.
Right.
So for sure, that was a really good move.
Right. It was very impressive to make the final move on the using the piers and also teleport. Yeah, that was very impressive.
Is the sound too loud or is it too low? Okay.
It's down volume. You mean for the game volume, right? Okay.
And maybe for the next game, we can have the players turn on the show every HP bar, because now we can't see the building HPs. It would be nice if we could always see them on their setting. Thank you. Another question would be, will players adjust their strategies for the next game, especially Silksong Please, which needs to tie the score? Now, on this strategy,
I wonder if they are going to change the characters and decks. Decks, of course. Characters?
this is something to consider. If you're going to use a different strategy, you might want to prioritize other characters, or if you think the other player is going to keep using a strategy, you might want to use characters to counter this strategy. So if still some place doesn't feel comfortable with this strategy against Snapback, maybe you can turn to another strategy. There will be less broodlings on the board, so it will also make the broodling strategy weaker in a way. So that could be a way to get back into it. Or you feel confident that it was just one-off. It's morning, it wasn't all that ready, and always a warm-up can go better.
I think the participants are taking some time to change their decks and taking some rest because they have been using their brains for 30 minutes, right?
Yeah. In 5 minutes to take a breath, think about what they did well, what they did wrong, eat something, and then we'll start with the second match.
Okay. So we will be also back in 5 minutes. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so we are back and there will be second match. Hopefully they changed all the characters and decks so that we can have something to say.
This time they're going to change sides, so Nabok is going to play first, Silsong second.
Yes.
So this might change the strategy,
Mm-hmm.
since your starting position is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
So since the Nabok is the first turn, we are going to watch Nabok's screen. So they just opened the game and waiting for the invitation code. So we'll be starting soon.
You confuse Nabok is on the left, Silsong plays on the right.
Okay, looks like they haven't changed the characters. I wonder about the deck cards.
I would assume that at least Nabok hasn't changed, since it works so well for him.
Mm-hmm.
Different starting position already for Silsong. We'll see what he has in mind with his position, which is slightly unusual because being there means that the circle is going to move, which can be something. But it's following the same screens, same positions.
Staying. Yeah. Same position.
Same position. It's a good starting position for his deck, so it's not very surprising. And starting at the same position helps you keep track of what's happening since you have less to think about, as you know sort of what's going to happen on the first turn, so build up some headspace. Also, this one puts his mecha way back. It's okay, it's collision range, but it's okay on the first turn. Not going to risk a lot of damage. Would even be not a terrible thing if he was attacked, since it would delay Nabok's experience gain. That's already starting to accumulate. Already, same strategy, same deck. Already, well, the Broodling upgrade.
Birdlings, yes.
Ready to spawn some monsters on the board. Waiting to see what this is going to do. Considering it starts with 2 cores, you should be able to see it. Keep out there. Broodling yet? No broodling yet. Maybe he has to get another deck. Good positioning, already looking at spawn. Dealing damage to both of them at the same time. 5 EXP on the first turn. Already at 3 cores.
Be gathering cores for the next big move.
Yes, if he went with the warrior upgrade 4 cores. Maybe we'll explain what he does if he indeed takes it. Samsung is not revealing his strategy. I think Nabok is not sure what to do about this speeders that is attacking his building.
If it push speedsters in the back, well, a cow can move on the next turn.
Imagine that's the same issue is arising boxes. That's why the starting position is extremely important, because if you can move the zombies so that they get close to each other, or you can create some more collision, you can deal more damage to them. To clear your side of the board of zombies at the start, you can accumulate more experience, and if you have more experience, you can get a head start on upgrades and start to dominate your opponents. For now,
Okay, time running.
I'm running out. Broodling
Oh,
upgrade.
Broodling again. So they both are using the same strategy as previous match.
Yes. Silsong does an interesting move of moving the cow 34 forward, blocking another spot, and spawning Broodling will be close to the space, so it could be interesting to see, but it does put the cow in a vulnerable position. And it doesn't deal with speed that is in the middle. Which isn't necessarily a problem if Nabugs killed more zombies than Silsong. It's not going to be the case, so Silsong is going to be at a disadvantage since it does more zombies. The zombie will be at him, which means that most likely this Peter is going to be alive and level 2 and will target Silsong.
Targeting Silksong to make the collision between Maka and the building.
Same strategy as before, it worked. Change it. Now it's not a very big deal to take 1 damage like this. You can use your building HP to tank damage in a way. It's not very valuable experience-wise to target characters versus zombie. At the start of the game, this may or may not be a good strategy, depending on how the game is going. Now, Silsong is probably going to target some collision.
Yeah. That is why they both upgraded to Broodling cards to make more collisions.
It is a fun strategy, and it's very satisfying when you reach the high damage numbers. Above this last game, you can almost one-shot some things. It starts very satisfying, but it could also go very long. Stack the collisions. Now Silksong has the advantage collision-wise. One more chain point and a lot more experience. Silksong is going to be able to buy a combo upgrade, even more crash point. Nabug still needs to gather some experience to be able to buy it. Very critical to the strategy. Doesn't seem to want to commit to move to what seems too much. On the bottom side,
Pushing
not
the
to target
cow.
the zombie, pushing the cow, not blocking the zombie spawn. Might come back to bite him since with him at collision range. With Mahana, this would be interesting move to do for Silsong with Kao maybe, or with Mac.
Mana next to the cow.
Silsong do need to deal with the level 2 speeder,
Yes.
which is going to start dealing damage to the base. Significant damage.
Yeah, so they Silksong might be hesitating.
Yes, I would say
Between
that
these two.
there are the two obvious moves to do. Maybe something we're missing. Now, with this strategy, you might feel hesitant to make collision happen with character because you want to stack a little more collision damage before doing this. But you also have to.
Nabug is in his
It's also
Okay.
a good move,
Now that was
dealing 4 damage on goal.
But every characters are in the same row, which makes now Nabug easier to target.
Yes, but it also includes some of his characters.
yes.
So will they do really be damage himself. Now it would not be necessarily a bad move to take damage to your opponent. If you can get a positive outcome to this. The Mahana is a bit stuck here.
Yes.
Not much to do. With the range size, it doesn't have core.
No core right now.
One thing to do would be to kill the splitter that is targeting the ice splitter at the bottom of the map, since you could kill it by drowning it. Give enough XP to level up, get some cores, and unlock some more things. It was a wise.
Okay. Sacrificing little bit of his character, but making the collision here.
Maybe he's counting a bit more on the zombies is going to deal damage. It's going to force Selson to react, but his mana is there. Easily kill the splitter. I think killing the splitter, killing it would have been a better option. Since now going to have a hard time leveling up, the only way would be to block us a spawn with Maha. It's not really do anything else with it. They really need to level up as soon as possible to unlock the possibilities, otherwise he's going to take a lot of advantage since he has the second upgrade. Another doesn't. Taking the building. Especially since the final move is probably quite locked on a collision attack on Maka. Whether it's going to be Kawo, Maka, let's forget, probably Maka. This Kawo would require
Just positioning Mahana on the top of the spawning area.
it's going to give him enough to reach level 3. And since there isn't much to do with melee characters that far from the opponent. But I believe at the end of round 2 we can say that Silksong has the advantage. Quite significant advantage, I'd say. It doesn't look so much that way if you look at HPs, but if you look at the crash chain, the upgrades that have been involved. Although I say that the Silksong hasn't got the combo, he forgets about it, it kind of negates his advantage. Goodbye. Silksong definitely has a big advantage. Take it to damage his own character and heal it. Interesting move. He's once again putting his next to the building, which we saw has been is dangerous.
Dangerous.
But as of right now, isn't much Naba can do about it since the way is completely blocked. It's unfortunate for Silksong, the splitter has decided to attack this way, which is not random. He could have expected it considering he has a lot more aggro than Nabok since he killed a lot more zombies. But now he's going to have to deal with it, probably forcing him to put Maka next to the building once again. Really turn in Nabok's favor.
Okay. This area is very much crowded.
Yes, this is very juicy. I think Silksong is eyeing it. It looks very juicy, but ultimately you can only do one collision with Maka. They are crowded precisely in the wrong way to do 2 collisions at once. Although you could do 2 collisions at once, but it would force you to force Silksong to keep it out. Nabok has a lot of options.
You have only 7 seconds.
It's really hard to choose from this position since there is so many things to do, but not solving the clutter, but it's removing one of his characters from the mess that is in the middle, so and probably saving its life in this return. Song also has a lot of options. You had a little more time to think, but there isn't a really clear good move right now. So there are a lot of different options. I think he's going to go for a collision once again. Either
Yeah, of course.
trying to hit this Mahana or this Maka. Green ones.
If Silksong makes one more collision, it can get more to attack power.
Yes, it
And
has
then
2 collisions hitting itself, which
this one.
trading some HP for more exchange points with this strategy. I think it's worth it considering the Nabu is far behind. It's not really at risk of dying at this point. But now Hog is really at risks. Almost 2 full level behind. Going to catch up in the collisions. But Nabu cannot afford that much. He still has his heal card. 3 heal cards these days.
Yeah.
He's relatively stable. He's already going to use them.
With that move, he made 2 collisions, so
Catching up. Silson can't be careless.
catching up to level 4.
Position where it can still do collisions. There is no great damage. There might be. About mana, for example. Mana to Burling. Did some damage to Maka. Wouldn't be massive. Another move could be to clear the zombies that are next to his base. Not really do much about the splitter in the bottom corner, which is going to throw into an issue if it doesn't clear side of the base. Maybe he'll need to teleport to it's going to be blocked.
Yes. Mahana is blocked everywhere. Well, some space.
But despite Silksong's advantage in levels, in price chain, HP, Nabok's base is completely safe. So he has that going for him. His characters are in somewhat precarious positions, especially Maka, which could die next turn. Will probably die next turn, but his base is bottom safe. Oh, this ruling spawn was very good, going to save the Maka. But with the brooding, he kind of has stuck his mana in the corner as well. He keeps getting stuck behind zombies. We can move through water, but you can't attack when you're inside water.
Yeah, you cannot not attack when you're in the water.
Zombies can't move through water and they can't live in water. It would drown. Dixon's final in this round.
I think Silksong might take some move to... He cannot stop this splitter from attacking on the next move, I think.
I think a good move would be to move the Carol.
Okay, it's just...
one step right, yeah, like this.
Ah.
Now the mana is dead.
Okay.
But on Nabok didn't buy the combo upgrade the last round, which is going to cost him one more price chain, which isn't good for him. Might be the game mistake for Silksong, because going to put Nabok far behind.
It feels like there are more zombies than the previous match. I feel like more.
Yeah, there is a little more zombies. They are killing them less.
Yes.
Or the broodling position is both good and bad for Silksong, because it's kind of protecting his base from the high level splitter, but
Yeah, right.
Nabok could use it to damage the base. The base has taken some damage.
Of course.
I believe Silksong should have more heal cards instead. he doesn't, his base is starting to get dangerous HP levels. But it's clearly eyeing this collision. It would be a good move. It would really force Sixon to use,
Okay, yeah.
take care of this Peter.
As you have said, it used its Rodling
Yes.
position.
Now Sixon has to kill this Peter because I believe it will kill the base unless it kills the base, but it doesn't have enough force to buy a heal card right now. I think it's going to have to use one of Mahana's turn to one of Maka's turn to kill this Peter, but staying next to the base is dangerous since Nabok lost character, Maka is going to be able to move one more turn or Kawo, so his base is in a precarious condition, really needs to find a way to kill this Peter while not putting character next to the base. And to do that,
Okay.
that is debatable, I would say. Nabok has an angle to win. It might come down to this round. Can keep this Peter alive or deal one more collision to the red base. Nabok's going to win.
How much is the damage of this spitter?
So on this building is going to be 3.
3.
Since buildings have a damage
Okay.
reduction for range. And level 3 Peter deals of damage.
So Silksong really have to remove this spitter unless it will destroy the
He
building.
really has to.
Mm.
Or maybe it has an upgrade card that which raise the defense,
Mm-hmm. Ah, you're right.
which is an IP upgrade, which is not very expensive, so maybe he has it and he's just baiting Nabok to bait on this Peter. It's not going to work.
Nabok just remove the boomer.
Getting some experience. Nabok a lot of course. I think he's really hoping that the Peter does the job for him. It's a bit
Silksong's character is a bit far.
It's a bit far, he
From-
can't really reach this Peter, so he's gonna have to hope that he can level up. And
Or maybe
he can level up.
transport.
Yeah, teleport, but you need to
Ah,
force,
teleport,
you need
yeah.
force to do that, so you need to level up. So you
Ah,
can either teleport or buy a
Yeah.
card. Teleport, basically switch one of your characters with a zombie. Yeah, he's going to kill Maka now. With the high
okay.
crash chain, he can deal a lot of damage.
Oh, okay.
So in this position, he's probably hoping that
Maybe.
Nabok makes a mistake,
Mm-hmm.
but he also leveled up, so he can save base probably, assuming he has a heal or teleport card. Let's see his deck now. Maybe he doesn't. It's also a possibility that he didn't. It would be useful. Teleport is always useful in this kind of
Very
situations.
useful, yeah.
Although it is expensive.
Especially when you have brutling cards, because oftentimes brutling blocks you, so
Yes,
it's very useful.
that means there is a lot of zombies on the possibilities to teleport.
Yes.
In this case, he could really use a teleport to remove his Peter.
Ah.
Nabok does have a teleport.
Then, oh, it's finishing up the build. Ah, not yet. Not yet.
Why he didn't put some damage on the building? But why not?
Why not? Yeah.
That's making probably it's a bit nervous.
So sure about his.
Oh yeah, he didn't finish the building because when you're playing a second time with a character, you have a damage penalty. And since Kawo is ranged, second damage penalty in a building, which puts his damage to 0.
Ah.
So there is no point in attacking.
Yeah, right. So you can see on the like dirty clouds on the bottom, it shows that it's having a limitations because the other two characters are dead.
And it already moved once. This round. Make sure that there is a penalty for losing your characters, otherwise we noticed during development that it was just better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he did
I
it.
thought
He
so.
did the green.
Okay, that was nice.
Now Nabog is in a difficult position
Yeah.
because he is vulnerable to collisions there. He will need to move.
Yeah. So, well, Nabok is on the first turn on the next round. So let's see.
But if you look closely, you know that Cabo has 3 moves range, so he can move 3 times. There is only one tile that wouldn't induce collision, and it's water tile. He cannot attack. So it's going to be hard for him. Wherever he goes, with a +3 collision damage, to deal 4 collision damage with base 1 collision. So could survive 1 turn potentially.
It has now two damage.
Although
So we'll see. It cannot destroy
it
you
will
right
deal
now.
1 damage.
Now you don't have enough cores.
Always putting it
Oh,
next to the buildings.
next to
so
the
that's-
buildings.
It's a good move because
Oh,
that
so
is not going to want to make collision.
yeah,
So, but
not making the collision and they destroy the building.
considering on the next 2 turns, Cabo is not going to be able to deal damage to buildings. It's not easy for Silson because he needs once again to kill this Peter. Once again, he doesn't have cores.
I really want to see the six songs green. Do you want to have a look quickly? Oh no, this one, right? So this
Yes,
one
yes.
is the silk songs
Silson become green.
green.
It can block the Peter attacks. Leave Silson really has it, to say. But at the same time, Nabug is being a bit annoying with his
Okay.
movements. There isn't much to do with this mana. Maybe it's just trying to see what Nabug is going to do. Maybe move somewhere else. Not going to do anything. It stays there. Being annoying. Just
Okay.
killing some damage.
Okay. Maybe letting this bitter to attack the building instead.
Yes, but I believe that's it will just act worse. It would block the move, the attack with that character, maybe like that. All Silson has to do is just hit. Oh, there isn't, or there isn't really another angle I can see.
Do you wanna see? We'll wait.
Now we'll just have to wait for Silson to think about what he's doing. I think Nabug's strategy is pretty much set now.
Yeah,
To just be there and
And then we're waiting for the
waiting
zombies
for something to
to.
happen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just probably going to do the same thing and attack Cow once again.
Okay.
He's becoming just a
No
game of nerves.
cores. Okay, so same pushing it back once more.
That's what we can do.
Okay. We have 9x9, but now everything is happening here.
That's really bad for Silson because this Maka is there.
Okay.
It
If you
moved there,
don't
but now
remove
it is
anything.
dangerous for next turn because next turn
Okay, so
Nabug is
it's,
going to be able to attack Maka
yeah, fabric.
from this position.
Yes.
So there is a collision. This collision did only 1 damage. So
Oh.
it's not going to kill the building. So we'll see. We have nothing to lose, and Silson must be quite nervous at this point.
Yes.
Will it work? Will it be enough? This is scary.
Cow has 1 damage, right?
That was 2 damage.
Two damage?
But 1 against buildings.
Ah, okay, 1 against the buildings.
Yes.
So on the next turn,
More
it
damage.
1 more damage.
More potentially doing something else.
Yes.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Just keep hitting the cow. Just keep attacking it. Hoping the zombies. Just hoping the zombies will
Explode. Yeah.
It is risky because, well, not really risky. It's kind of cornered. Stressful for Silksong. Once again, well, Silksong should be able to just kill Kawo if he has a damage upgrade card for Maka.
Yes.
For Kawo, sorry.
Maka here.
So no Kawo. If his Kawo has an
Kawo,
upgrade
yes.
damage card, he can do 3 damage and kill it. It doesn't. Deck is
Okay.
limited.
Okay, now it has
So I guess it
one.
didn't happen. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
The hopes of
Didn't expect
Naba's
this.
gone.
I didn't expect that the song still has the heal card.
Still has a victory. He had a second card. And I guess it
Okay.
wasn't that stressful just playing with his food now. Just going to be able to work Maka. That's 1-1.
Now it's 1-1 score, right? Yes.
We're going to move forward with maybe final game.
Yeah, final game will be very much interesting. It's a big tie. I told you that in the previous preliminary round, they both are very strong. And interesting thing is that they both have different strategy in the preliminary rounds, but they now currently have both same strategies. But I think they are going to change for the next rounds. I think that they both don't expect that they're going to bring the exactly same characters and same cards in the second match.
We'll see what they do.
Yes, you'll see.
They're still playing the same cards, but with slightly different strategies. And we can see that they're both quite resourceful. Despite being in a losing position, Nabag managed to keep the tension high for a while.
Yes.
So, I'm ready to see what they will bring on the next game.
Yes, right. So now it looks like another 30 minutes has passed already. So I guess both the players are going to have 5 minutes break.
Yeah.
5-minute break.
5 minutes.
So
Yes.
preparing the decks and characters. So we'll be back in 10:50 in Korean time, which
25
is
minutes. About 5 minutes.
about 5 minutes later. Yeah. Okay, I guess now that those two players are getting ready. So previously in those two matches, they both had crash strategies with broodling decks. And because they are now tied 1-1, so we asked them to change the strategy other than the collision deck. I mean the crash deck.
We don't know which ones they're going to choose.
Mm-hmm.
There are other upgrade trees that you can use in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what they decide.
Mm. And it looks like who's gonna be the first turn is not decided yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know who is going to be the first? Okay, Silk Song, please, will be the first turn. So we're going to turn on the Silk Song's page. Mm-hmm. I really like that deck name. It catches only penguins. Oh, okay. I guess the players are still taking a rest for some time.
Still
We
need
are.
a little bit of time to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Changing the strategies after all. So think about it.
Okay, now they're getting ready. Looks like they're on board of spaceship. Okay. Oh, okay. Now we just look at the Silk Songs, please. Deck. Of course, Naba cannot see the deck right now. We're just looking at the Silk Song, please. Screen. Okay, looks like he is now. They are now ready.
Connecting to the game.
Mm-hmm.
In code. The game is starting. With Silksong having two new characters, which in order are Popu and Tony. So they have different abilities, but well, you will see when they use it. While Nabug only switch Maka for Tony.
Yes.
They're slightly different, actually quite different from the strategy we were using before. So for sure they're not using the brooding collision strategy because Tony cannot do collisions. That's
Yeah, it's very hard to make collisions for Tony. It's dragging some characters or zombies to him. I mean the Tony towards. So it's
he
very
can help other characters create collision, but for himself he cannot really do collision. So that's sort of invalidate the brooding strategy.
Oppu, as you can see in the character costume, it's like judo character, right?
Yes. I'm going to throw the enemy over and move in on the other side.
Yes.
That's something a bit different, a bit more difficult to use because you need to see the world a bit differently, but it can be very powerful in some situations. The character placements are completely different. Looking at Silksong's position, I think they're quite good. Both in the way decently. He's not under attack anyway. But potentially what he could do would be to move back to here, which would going to throw the zombie into water like this.
Ah, yes. But looks like he chose Mahana.
Yes, which is also completely.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the two moves he planned for this scene. On the first turn, it's quite easy to plan where the zombies are going to act, so you can plan your first move and see. I'm going to. The zombie is going to move there. I'm going to kill it like this. So, placing a character has its importance, especially since the early experience is quite valuable. Upgrades yet. The earlier you have them, better. That's going to be in the next turn. She's going to do this.
Make the collision.
And the collision is not bothering the song, I think, because
yeah,
the
as
zombie
you
is not
said,
there.
yeah.
It's going to be able to do this. Experience. Throwing zombies into water gives a lot of experience. It has the issue that it's only doesn't have an obvious target. So, but potentially it could pull Cow towards him and put the Cow in quite some danger for the next round. So, Silksong is apparently playing with the Zombie Mancer upgrade 3. Zombie Mancer is centered around playing with zombies. So the first upgrade of this series is going to spawn a zombie that is on your team next to the enemy base. This is very annoying when you're the enemy. Nabok decided to attack the Snurgle with Tony. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it's dangerous, but
Okay,
maybe
Silksong is now trying to dragging the opponent Tony. Oh.
maybe thinking about it. That's really the only thing you can do with this Tony that would deal some damage. That's a good move considering he has only melee characters, so he kind of needs to close the gap. And now this Tony is there, so Tony moves a lot faster than Popo and Mahana, so it's far from over for this Tony. Now there's gonna be Nabos with Mahana. In my opinion, the good move would be to have a collision with the building and the zombie. It gives more experience. But maybe he wants to preserve its building's HP and
Okay,
he decides to preserve the building HP.
The building, killing the zombies.
Now if you're Silksong, you're going to be thinking this Mahana is in range of Hopu and the Tony is in range of Hopu as well. So which side are you going to prefer? Silksong plays first, so his decision is going to impact the game. Now if he decides to attack Mahana, it's going to put Hopu in danger. If he decides to attack Tony, Hopu is relatively safe, so maybe it's going to be Tony. Or maybe something completely different.
Yeah. But I think Silksong will try to eliminate Tony first because he dragged the Tony to his side.
Yeah, that would be the thing. Alternatively, he will want to take advantage of these zombies. The zombies, it is green, so it will only attack Nabok.
Yes.
So Nabok has to deal with it, otherwise the zombie will never let him win. A second zombie will spawn at the end of the round, and that will be the end of the effect of this card. That's Silksong just used. Now Nabok is probably feeling a bit under attack now from the zombies, which is one of the advantages of this Mancer card, which can feel a bit overwhelming in the beginning, but the downside of it is obviously it only spawns 2 zombies, so after that it just doesn't do anything. So if Nabok can endure the first 2 rounds, he should be fine. Some thinking about it, what to do. This Tony
attacking
is
this
he's in trouble.
Mm.
Not trying to save it, just trying to get the most out of it before he dies. But it is distracting in that other characters are kind of free. Especially if he doesn't keep focusing on Tony. Maybe it won't. Maybe he's thinking about pulling this zombie into
Zombie
water.
yes.
No.
Oh no.
Keep hitting Tony. But Tony is really stuck here.
Yes.
So he's going to die at some points. Now we'll see what Nabok does because he has a few zombies to worry about. Especially the zombie man's Nurgle that is taking KO now. This one absolutely has to be dealt with. The other ones maybe can let live because they're only targeting the ice kit, which isn't that important. Well, you can do without. Well, the zombie monster one is just not going to let him go, so maybe it's better to deal with it as long as it's not too high level. Level 3 is Nurgle is really annoying, so
Right.
it'd be better to kill it earlier. I'm thinking about pension.
Nabok hasn't used any cards yet, did he?
Yes, maybe indicating that he will be going for the warrior route.
Ah, yeah.
Those 4 cores.
Yes. Now he gathered 5 cores, so looks like he's going to use it in the next match.
I know that's both good and bad for Nabal because it allows Silksong to kill the speeders that was targeting him, but with the speeder death, Silksong is making the zombies very angry, and the higher level zombie will continue to target him, so it's a trade-off. Now I expect Nabal to buy the warrior upgrade and kill the zombie mancer speeder Snurgle at the bottom. Get this one. We'll see what he decides to do. Could be a move to try to rescue Tony by moving the Mahana closer to it, but that would be risky as Speeder is just going to continue hitting the base, so I'm running out. You can't hesitate too much.
Hey, come on. No. Okay. Oh. So he used the cars to
Transfer to teleport the Tony and saving it. Why not? That's at least that's a saving Tony. Now the issue is that the zombie is still there and it's still going to target him. So, but it's far. So it will take a while for the zombie to come back, especially since it can't move now. It's stuck behind the characters. It's not. It's a pretty good move. It's not putting him at any advantage. So now he has to keep grinding for that upgrade. Song should know that this zombie is friendly to him, so probably not going to attack it. Repositions characters. And we keep going on the offensive with Mahana. There's a lot of options. You could make an argument for keep killing zombies, preventing Nabok to get experience. If there's no zombies, there is no experience to get. Nabok doesn't have his upgrades, so if you just kill the zombies, say to not do anything, just move, not kill zombie.
Maybe it's because zombies are friendly to Silksong, please.
But only one of them.
Only one,
But
yeah.
I would think he doesn't need to attack this speeder, so maybe he's just repositioning his Hoku and trying to see what Nabok is going to do, not giving away his plan. Nabok is once again assaulted by many zombies. So he has a lot of thinking to do. From this position, he's not very in danger. Just going to kill a zombie, get some experience going. That's not going to be quite enough to get the level up and the 3 cores that awaits him. He's in a bit of a complicated situation because he just doesn't have enough cores for what he wants to do.
Oh, Silk Song is now taking another.
He's just not
Just
just
repositioning the characters.
not doing much. He could do some things, but it's not really necessary. Burden of action is on Nabog now, but keep in mind that not doing anything is also could be dangerous because he's not gaining anything.
You're not getting XPs or taking any.
Now in his defense, his available moves would have somewhat helped Nabog by dealing with zombies that were attacking him, so it's also understandable that he wouldn't want to do that. But sometimes you have to bite the bullet and kill the zombie. Nabog is trying to get zombies away. So live song is really
Okay,
song is really
okay. It's
moving
now
away,
just
playing defensively.
okay. That's interesting strategy. I wonder what's going on. Like, what's his plan?
I hope he remembers that the zombies. I think he does. I think he's betting on the zombies being more aggressive towards Nabog, because if you look at the aggro bar,
Aggro, yeah. The Nabog has more aggro right now.
it's not showing exactly
But
right
that's
on
not
the stream,
that
but
much. That's not that much. Oh yeah.
You can see 33 to 39 aggro
Okay, over here.
over here, and this means that we will target Nabog a bit more. Now the difference isn't huge, so it's likely that only the first higher level zombie will target
But
Nabog
it's
for
not
sure.
that much difference.
It's not that much, but when you have this kind of difference, it ensures that the higher level zombie neutral will attack Nabog. So you were sure that this Snorgle is going to keep attacking in this direction.
Yeah.
So
Now there's a huge gap now. Like now 10 aggro difference.
yes, because we didn't mention it, but Silk Song bought the second upgrade of this upgrade pass, which is called Shift Aggro.
Oh yeah, right.
This upgrade is a little complicated, but essentially what it does is the less zombie you kill, and the more your opponent kills zombie, so it's based on the difference between kills on both sides, the aggro is going to change. So if your opponent kills more zombies than you, you're going to get a lot of aggro advantage. So now, with the effect of this, and a lot of zombies are targeting.
Yeah, now a lot of zombies are targeting.
It's not that no zombie are targeting Silk Song, so you still have to play some balance to get the zombie out of his face. But there is no real danger right now. I think
Okay, now
I'm
still
considering not attacking again.
attacking
He
again.
decided to not attack again. So he's really betting on the zombie on this game.
Oh.
And it's really possible, and you can see that Silk Song has the advantage. Like Nabog bought a heal card, but still no particular upgrades. It's still on the back foot, he still needs to kill zombies, which is only going to make this situation worse. And considering that Silk Song is not killing zombies, zombies keep appearing on the board, so this is not good for now. You also need to consider that the more zombies that are on the board, the more difficult it is to decide what you're going to do. So you decide to keep
Keep kill. Oh.
kill one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to still kill a few because Nabog is still healthy and alive, so he needs to ensure that he has still some moves to do if the zombies just... It's unlikely that just the zombies are going to kill Nabog because they're zombies, they're brainless. Nabog can just push them away and save his base while accumulating experience. So Seosun cannot just do nothing and win. But it can do not too much and rely on the zombies, make Nabog stress.
Yes, looks like Nabok. There are more
Pressure.
zombies on the Nabok side, and there's only one zombie that is attacking Bilksong side. So
Yeah, and Nabog's already on move to not kill the Snurgle that is under the effect of Zombie Mancer. Might come back to bite him because now we have a very healthy level 3 Snurgle here that is only waiting to reach
okay.
Nabog's base. So it is being blocked, it can't move too fast, but slowly it will get there and it hasn't taken any damage yet, so...
Okay, so Silksong is now not doing attack this time too.
Keeps preserving the zombies, and if Silksong kills the zombies, it will trigger the shift aggro and make things worse for him. Once you reach a certain high level of aggro, the zombies are also going to start spawning closer to your base. An interesting move by Nabok, which is pushing the boomers there. Now Boomer is going to die. He's killed by Peter.
Yes,
killed by Peter. Going to
yay.
explode. Explosion is going to
Okay.
damage 2 characters. So that's a good move. It's also not counting the zombie kill for Nabok, so it's not giving him too much of an aggro deficits. It's also not giving him experience. And once again, the experience advantage is for Silson, which has 10 cores. And is very close to getting more. This is not actually using much of them since he's not under threat. Oh, he is a little bit more under threat, as the zombies have. Zombies' position are in a way that the Peter has decided to attack in Silson's direction, which is going to happen if you stand next to a Peter. And now he has to decide what to do. One is not in a great position for this round, so maybe he's once again going to try to reposition. In a
Right.
don't do anything.
Yeah,
kind of
that's what I just
style.
thought. Yeah, I also thought that Silksong will not take any attack. Repositioning away from the zombie attack.
He doesn't need to until he can get good hits on Nabok's characters, but Nabok is also not in a terrible position. He can just keep killing zombies. Now he will be able to finally get some experience. Or use it in a meaningful way. So should use its save the cores to continue pushing onto Nabok's positions, since it's not really working that well so far. Although he has done quite a bit of damage, and Nabok has had to use a heal card already.
Okay,
He got
Nabok is keep killing the zombies.
killing the zombie, I think. He doesn't have a choice at this point. The aggro is
right.
never going to go back in his favor, so you just have to bite the bullet and kill zombies, which is not necessarily that bad because he also gets experience for killing zombies.
Yes, and he can gather more cores for his another cards.
It's Silson's turn. Is he going to do something? Not
Okay.
really. He's just being there.
He's just
From
moving the
Silsong
mountain.
position, this is very
Okay.
satisfying to be in a winning position and not really have to attack.
Mhm.
And now he's really thinking the aggro, and once the difference are getting very large, it will be hard for Nabok to kill all the zombies. Once we above the aggro bar, you notice a 49 number. This is the zombie rage. The more you hit them, the more they get angry, and once you reach 50, a fourth zombie is going to spawn. So what we're going to expect is that next round there's probably going to be more zombies, at least more spawners. And they're already not wiping the board completely, so it can be. Sometimes there's going to be too many zombies. By the way, we see a zombie we haven't really mentioned yet, which is this one, Headhunter,
Yes.
which is an artillery type zombie. Oh, but as I said, that Nava got a good hit in Silsong, and this Hopu is in real danger. But he also decided to mind control this zombie.
Oh, much more bigger difference between two players of zombie aggro.
Yes, mind control is pulling a zombie on your team and also reducing your aggro a lot. But now, this Hopu might die, but it forces it. The zombies are going to come down on Nabok very hard. Two of them are controlled completely, and the rest they might just attack. But anyway, the aggro defense is huge, and it's only going to get bigger after this round ends because of the shift aggro card that this one has used. Nabok himself hasn't used any upgrade yet, aside from teleport and heal,
yeah.
but those things just don't last, so he really needs to do something about it, something that will turn the advantage in his favor, because right now it's starting to be complicated for him.
Okay, now
This is the warrior upgrade.
Nabok just bought the warrior card. Okay.
Warrior increase the damage of all the characters by 1 forever, so it's really powerful. But the zombies are starting to deal massive damage. Level 3 zombies.
Yeah, it was very critical one. That was.
Only one spawn since they blocked most of them. That was still really in Silsong's favor.
Yes.
The zombies are making it known that they don't like Nabok. He's in massive trouble now. Two of his characters are completely locked out. Potentially Tony's even dead.
Yeah. Tony is now in danger.
Now what Silsong could do is just not kill Tony right now and wait one
for the
turn maybe,
zombies,
because if you kill it too early, the Mahana can move.
Oh.
So we can wait one turn to see 1 or 2 turns until Mahana find a way out of it.
Yeah, because they're stuck in the zombies.
Yeah. It's starting to be hard to see how Nabok is going to be able to come back. I believe
Oh,
Silsong will
will
continue to not do anything.
not do anything, but
Or maybe-
attacking.
Yes,
The
we have a
Kawao.
card that is called Back to Work. So maybe he's going to use it.
Okay.
No, he's just not. He doesn't want
Not
to.
taking any attack.
The Back to Work card makes the zombie attack early if you attack them, so that can be useful in this kind of strategy. But he's just playing it chill, just watching his opponent lose by himself. And know what to do for Nabo. It's not an easy choice.
Our characters are
You need to kill zombies.
in here.
You can't kill zombies quick enough. Maybe you need to try focusing characters, but
But
Also,
characters are all stuck in here, so it's very hard to move around.
going to
I
kill the
just-
character.
Just attack the Hopu here.
Oh, there is really no point for. Yeah.
And
Just
heal,
a little
using
heal.
the heal card.
Once the heal is used, you can't cancel. Been used, he has to buy it now.
Because you already... Yeah.
Yes. You have to commit to your decisions. Decided to heal Oppo. This is depressing for Nabok. What to do? There really isn't any moves that seem really valuable now.
I don't think Silk Song will move around because it keeps making Nabok stuck in the zombies.
It's just that there is no reason to do anything with this Oppo yet. Maybe on the last turn he just kills. He doesn't even need to kill Tony himself. He can just wait.
Wait until this Snuggle attacks this 3.
Or the other one. The both characters are dead.
Oh, okay.
Like, the only way those characters
So,
survive is
attacking from a different side.
he just benefits from not killing this Tony because that would free Mahana some way. But no, just Mana just can't move, so just both characters are going to die, leaving only Kao. No, I think Silsong can start hitting the Kao. Kao is not being attacked by zombies, so might as well chip away at it. I think that just means the win for Silsong. I don't see how Nabok can come back from this. Thinking there is no option. The only move he can do is Mahana. Well, it could push the
Yes.
zombie to attack Hopu instead of killing him. So if you push the bottom zombie,
Bottom
This
zombie,
one.
yes.
this zombie would be there and it would attack those 3.
Oh, yeah,
So
right.
you need to do that. Fortunately, he should have done that. Now both characters are going to die. And if he had done that, it would have
Oh.
not saved the characters, but at least it would have done a little damage to Hopu. No, I don't.
Oh.
That's the strategy coming to life now. It's not a good day to be Nabagi. And the zombie, even though the zombie are still going to target Nabag, so he's still kind of hopeless at this point. Yeah. Good luck.
Okay. Nabok has only one character.
Anyway, it is Simpson's turn.
What?
He's just going to end the game now.
Okay.
And it's over. Yeah, good job. Very good job for Simpson.
Congratulations! So now the final winner of the Alpha Bebop Closed Beta Tournament, the final winner is Silk Song. Congratulations! And also, well, good job for the second winner, who will also be getting the prize. Congratulations to Nabok.
Congratulations. It was very close.
Yeah, that was very close. I mean, the first 2 matches was very close. They have similar strategies, similar deck cards. I mean, exactly deck cards and characters. So it was,
Final one.
yeah,
It was just a really great execution. We didn't flinch, didn't panic and start attacking zombies. Just stick to the plan and it worked.
yes,
Why?
yes.
It seemed that Nabok wasn't really sure how to answer this. Maybe if we replayed the game, Nabok would win it with a different answer to it. So also, you need to catch your opponent off guard. Nice.
Yeah, and about, I mean, like changing the deck of cards every time you change it, the strategy change, and looking at the different strategy, it was really fun. And it's, yeah, it's very exciting, I would say. Like, you see many of the different strategies.
And you just don't know how it's going to end before it ends. Because you see how damage can stack as the game goes on, so you can turn an unfavorable situation. So in the last game it wasn't really the case, but it could have been the case that Silksong had taken a lot more damage, but at the end the zombie positioning, his own character positioning made it so he could kill 2 characters via zombies in one go, so that was really good move.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, well, thank you very much for the participants, and thank you very much for watching our tournament live stream. So I hope you enjoyed the final matches. So please join our Discord channels to stay up to date about our upcoming events, as this tournament is just the beginning. We are going to have tournament leagues regularly, and the game will be updated regularly. So thank you very much for joining us, and have a great day. Well, have a great night. See you later. Thank you.